Huang, definitely a complicated character. Lolo, the only person who beat me to S rank on PC, so I'm very irritated with him.
I feel like Huang is a character that... Well, this matchup in particular, I guess what I mean to say is that it doesn't feel like it matters to me that much.
Right.
That Huang doesn't have good frame data, because Huang has such good counter hits, and Maxi isn't a character... Would you spend most of the match just dealing with Maxi's stance frame data?
Right.
You don't really care about your own on-hit frame data that much, you know? So I feel like this is like a matchup where like Huang's counter hit game comes into play like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely something where it's going to be, oh, he tried to go for the ring out there, but it ended up not working out, which is kind of unfortunate because it does spend talismans. But like I said, Rich also was able to... I know he invested a little bit of time in Huang, and we actually talked about this character as a whole, if I remember correctly, you and me, Enders, with where we both kind of agreed that Huang seems profoundly okay to, like, kind of not great.
Yeah, he's he has a collection. Oh, like I said, it's like he has a collection of some of the best moves in the entire game, except all of them are verticals, which means that he's not that good.
There is 6A and 6A, but also now we're including high Horis, which in a meta that's all about step duck, that's going to be bad news. Wow, what an attempted read. Resolve into RE just straight up. Oh, nice whip punish too. Okay, he's getting those, Alright, so he decides not to, just in case you guys don't know, I think it's best, seeing as how he's a new character, to go over some of the basics with Huang, as well. If you hit a CE against your opponent when they're in yellow life, you will get 3 talismans back, which is kind of the best way to get talismans back. You get 2 at the end of each round, with win or lose, but getting 3 just off of a CE, let alone one that's going to potentially... Wow, okay!
Whoa, okay.
How did he do that so quickly?
The was still there.
Yeah. Also important to note that because Rich is in Soul Charge, Huang has that Lipo hit available to him.
Alright.
Good hit into the mix. Nice duck! Somebody knows how Huang works. Yeah, you've either got the high kick there or the slow mid. Getting some of that meter. I feel like you should use some. Yeah, here we go. Oh, right, they have unique dialogue with each other.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah. He's just like, you won't get away, pirate! And watch when one of them wins. Yeah, so now Huang will call Maxi the criminal of the seas.
Now we're even. Criminal of the seas.
So apparently there's a thing. I know that Huang has unique dialogue with Maxi, with Mitsu, Mina, and I think that's it.
I don't know why he doesn't call Cervantes a pirate or the criminal of the seas.
Probably because he's more like the murderer of... I think it's because Servi is dead, so he just assumes that, like, that won't work for him.
Oh, okay.
Yo, so many grabs.
That grab pressure.
Rich still not really able to, like, come up with the... He still has plenty of time. That was only one game. But he's not really figuring out... He seems a bit lost.
Yeah, he does. He seems like... one thing that Lolo is really good at, it's like... He finds a way to just do a lot of damage to you in a really non-fundamental way.
Yeah.
You know, it is fundamental, though. But it just...
In terms of what you're seeing on the screen, it's very awkward.
Yeah, it looks so unintuitive. You kind of have a hard time understanding what his game plan is. I feel like every time I fight Lolo, I'm just confused as to what I should be doing to defend myself.
Right. In a situation like that, he definitely has relatively solid mix-ups in the beginning, but Rich has barely been in stance like at all, which is not necessarily a good sign.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like the first time that we've actually seen Rich, like, in the driver's seat. Oh, that's a ring out! Yep. He's got a pretty good reverse ring out. He has the auto GI that GIs all verticals, I believe, and that is quick 2-0.
Yeah, it is. That AGI reverse ring out is quite strong, by the way. The move itself has like the retracking mechanic.
Oh yeah,
where if you press a button while it's starting up, you'll just get tracked by it. It, you know, obviously it AGIs all verticals. Mm-hmm. It has like an awkward timing, so it counter hits people a ton.
Yeah.
And then on block, it's not even that punishable.
Like, yeah, no, not really. Looks like he's going to go with Grow. I assume this is just so... I would say out of the two characters, Huang and Maxi, Huang is better in the mid-range. But with this matchup, I don't know. I think Grow is better in the mid-range.
Yeah, I would say Grow is better than mid-range here, just because Grow gets to do mid-range stuff while also being plus.
And also doesn't have to spend talismans to do it.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. And also, yeah, there it is, that Grow 1A, yo. That thing is 100% legit now. What a smart idea by Namco to make it a mix-up. But, man. Oh, yeah. This has always been my favorite thing about Huang ever since I played him as a kid. In this game, his back grab and his from the back grab are two of my favorite grabs of all time. Oh, boy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know this. Okay. We're just trading lethal hits here.
Alright, getting mixed up right there.
Yeah, Grow BB. Second best BB in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, people were posting videos about the tracking of it this patch, and I haven't replied, but I would just want to tell them that it's always been.
Yeah,
it in particular has tracked forever.
We just all there's a lot of people who just wrote off the character, so nobody really cared. But it's always been that good.
Yeah. It has a just gigantic hurt box to one side, and then a really good one for the other.
I like Rich's option whenever he had to deal with the Yin Yang Talisman with Step Duck. That's definitely the way to go.
Yep.
Something I'm going to try to mention before Lolo wins another game in lightning fashion is Huang's Soul Charge is very similar to Amy's, in my opinion, where it doesn't really provide him the strongest ways to get in afterwards, and so that's like the weakness of it, but once he's in, it's very scary. The mix-up game that he has on his Soul Charge is very terrifying. Okay, well...
Oh my god.
I just barely squeaked in that information before the game was over.
Man, his Huang is looking really strong. Now, there is the side of it, you know, he's a brand new character, so people still are not comfortable fighting him. But I will say, Lolo's Huang is very developed.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely seems to be in control of all, and he's a complicated character. A lot of weird stuff that I believe to be counterintuitive. A lot of strings, even though Lolo isn't really using the strings and everything. But it's also, on top of that, Rich is not completely green to Huang. He was playing the character for at least a teeny tiny while, so he knows like some of the basics, and you can see it in his gameplay. But it's just not working out.
Lethal it there.
Yep. Can't step there. Grow while rising A.
Rich to acknowledge that like he's doing a lot of kind of like maybe duck, step duck, and then the reverse ring out move. So while standing A is just really good at cleaning off that kind of play.
Grow while standing A is just really good in general. It's probably like the only thing that I agree with Icy Chains about this character is that his while rising A is like one of, if not his absolute best move.
Yeah, I mean, very long range horizontal mid that creates like a very advantageous situation on hit.
Yeah.
And is it's not that punishable on
unless you go into stance, but yeah.
Unless you go into stance. That is fine.
And even then, I guess, it depends on your quote-unquote that punishable kind of thing. Nice punish there.
Alright, 6AA into Talisman. Not one of the strongest mix-ups, but a mix-up nonetheless.
I love that mix-up. But yeah, the mid version of it has basically no hitboxes, so it stinks.
Yeah.
Trying for that jump B. Jump B into full crouch 3K.
Well, you know, Grow has no tech crouches, so why not, right?
Yeah. And of course it doesn't kill, because that is tied, as far as I know, that CE is tied for the least amount of damage of any CE in the game.
Is it? I believe it did, I believe that CE does 80.
Oh, I was in the impression it was 70. I might be wrong. I apologize if I was wrong.
I believe it's 80. It's just that he has insanely bad scaling on every launcher.
Right? Yeah.
His CE.
Which is obviously not the point of the CE, right? Clearly, the point is to combo into it so you can get talismans back.
Yeah.
Oh, nice step, and that's going to give him this game too. Jeez, Lolo.
Okay. So I've always wanted to say this is the one place where I think like Lolo is strongest. Is he is one of the best players at taking advantage of stage positioning and being aware. Like, he absolutely understands no matter what his life pool is or what his opponent's life pool is.
He specifically puts himself in a position where if the opponent is going to be screwing up, that he's going to be able to punish to the absolute upteenth of the ability.
Yeah, exactly. He's like one of the best manipulators of like the stage positioning out of like, a lot of the competitive scene. But these ring outs really coming into RichSticks' favor this match.
Yeah, at least for this match. I do believe in Rich's ability to figure this out. There we go. He was actually correct about a post-GI there.
Yeah, finally.
And just in case you guys don't know, assuming that Huang has positive talismans, he's going to have a post-GI lethal hit mix-up.
Alright, this might be something to get him on the board, maybe?
Oh, wow, okay, so he decides to spend 4 talismans just on that one little exchange. Make that 5.
Whoa. That was actually...
And then he just gets them all back. What a jerk. What a mean person.
You know what? Honestly, why the fuck not, right? Like, if you
I
think about
guess
it,
so, yeah.
if you think about it, if he did 3B to win there, like, it was, like, of all the moves that would win him the game, why not the one that just guaranteed does it and is the fastest?
Yeah. I just like the fact that, like, I could understand that if he was, like, rounds up, but I was definitely, okay, here we go.
Alright, this is the worst position to be in against Grow.
Oh, no. Oh!
Oh,
Lolo doing the one thing that, okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, so...
really good RI. That is something I still cannot do.
Full crouch 3A plus B into RI.
It's to do things that are, like, pseudo RE safe and then RI.
Right.
I still can't do it. It just never occurs to me. It's not even a reaction. Just every time I do a move like that, I'm like, I'm just gonna...
Can I give you some advice on how to get that in your head and your hands?
Sure.
Play Astaroth. Being totally serious.
That's actually probably...
That's exactly how I got it into my hands. Like, I got Astaroth to S rank, and during the whole time I was just like, command grab. Oh, I was wrong? Don't care. What, spending meter? I spend meter like I eat it for breakfast.
Oh, Rossi 75? Okay, so yeah, it is. I guess then it's...
oh, look who's invited to suck it.
What do you mean? Both incorrect.
I think I was correct. See, the first
7.
number that Beerly said, it's a 7, so I was closer.
Doesn't 5 round up to 80? Like
Not if the first number is 7, no.
Comic, right? Like 75, it would round up to 80?
Yeah, I mean, if you were in, like, a math class, that might be the case. But, I mean, here, this isn't about spending meter, this is about winning Soul Calibur. And in Soul Calibur, 7 means that, I kind of got... I lost track, one, because I didn't really care about what I was saying, but also because Huang did 1A post-GI, and I'm not sure what was up with that.
Yeah,
that seemed like a weird choice. That was the first time I saw it, I guess, but yeah, I don't know... I don't know what that was about. 1A? Why?
I always figured that post-GI is, like, one of the last places people tend to optimize their character. So, I always kind of, like, say... I don't think much of it when people are picking weird options when they first start.
I guess that's true. But also, I would think that it's a little bit easier when you have a character that has a post-GI lethal hit. Now, that being said, he doesn't have that post-GI lethal hit right now. Is that going to ring out? No, it's not. That would have been mad unfair, though.
Dude, Huang's post-GI lethal hit, by the way, is like one of the strongest.
Yeah. He just doesn't have it for that long.
Yeah.
So, Lolo's in a pretty bad way, already at -7. Assuming he is even able to win this round, he's not going to be at half health, but he's going to be pretty close.
Yeah. Okay, while standing K there. Yep,
yeah.
You are left and crouch, so while standing K is pretty much the best anti-mash tool there.
I appreciate the fact that Rich had enough information on Huang to know that even though that Soul Charge break attack off of the jumping stance that Huang has does look really good and everything, it's neutral on block, I believe. It's not really actually something you have to respect. Okay.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, I like that. Lolo kind of losing the momentum here. He's still up.
Starting to go in Rick's favor.
Yeah, he got... Those first 4 games went quicker than I would have ever imagined.
Yeah.
Nice block. Doesn't get the punish, though. Okay.
Yeah, but 6BB to close it out.
Yeah, that's a solid conversion. I always forget about 6BB.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know why. Every time I see it used, I'm like, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, but then also I'm like, on block, like as like a pressure string, it really looks pretty awful. And honestly, 6BA probably isn't that much better. It's just good right now, 1, because people aren't used to it, and 2, because it's online. Goes into Resolve. This means that once he's in yellow health, he's going to have an additional lethal hit off of his jump B. And that's going to be a ring out. No, it's not. I lied.
Almost. Gotta be a little bit closer to the edge there, I guess.
He uses soul attack. Yep. Guaranteed off of, I think, like, any grab. Nice duck!
Yeah, really good duck.
There's somebody who knows about Huang. 6AA, fantastic move, assuming you don't know the weakness behind it. But once you do, it immediately becomes really awful.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I use 6AA slide K so much when I play Huang.
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. For situations exactly like what Lolo just did.
Yeah.
God, I really wish that
GI
lightning...
there actually might be genius. It looks like you get a pretty huge punish if you GI the left.
Yeah, probably. He can go into stance, though. That's the problem. Ooh, nice weight.
That's what I'm assuming you get the big punish on. Is like if he does like...
Nice duck. These ducks are so good. Oh! What? It looks like it was the other way!
Oh my god.
Oh, nice punish. Ooh, boy.
Good punish.
Yeah, it's important to note, Huang's jump K, in my opinion, isn't really all that great, because all the hits are high. If your opponent went for a low that you were trying to jump over in the first place, except it recovers like crouching or whatever, which most lows kind of do that, you're kind of up shit's creek. You don't really... Well, I guess that's the end of that round.
Oh, that ring out. It is so awful to see yourself get ring out on a round taking a guard break. You know?
Now, that being said, we haven't talked about this yet, but last round, Huang is very scary. You see how Lolo is expending talismans as much as he can to get the extra damage. He gets this lethal hit on -4. He'll go to a CE probably. Yeah. Yeah,
last round Huang is just... He falls to the walls. Everything.
Yeah.
Like, the match starts, and he's just throwing talismans at you. Projectiles are flying through the air. Green chain blades are swinging.
He's got no chains to hold him down. He gets this lethal hit. Is that it? I don't actually know what this combo's like. Okay, wow.
The scaling is pretty high on that one.
But yeah, he gets that lethal hit. He gets a lethal hit off of his back grab when he has -3 or 4. And then he also gets the 4 AAB lethal hit, too.
Man, Lolo's Huang is nutty, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's very similar. It's very similar to his Yoshi, honestly, at this point.
Yeah. No, it is definitely looking really
fast.
Frustrating to fight.
Yeah, fast and uncomfortable. Fast. Yeah.
You know, that is one thing about Lolo, is that he plays this game at, like, Mach 10, you know?
I guess it just comes from, I would say, what I was initially going to say is that it must come from, like, the amount of experience that he has with the game, because he's been playing for a really long time. But honestly, if anybody's been watching those SC4 throwback streams that I've been doing, he's been like this the entire time he's been playing. Since all the way back in SC4.
Yeah. Yeah, Lolo is a terrifying opponent.
Alright, so it seems like...
Rich will watch himself. I still... Rich is one of those players where, like, I am very confident in his ability to adapt.
Yeah.
So I don't worry too much about Rich when it comes to returning from a deficit.
And he's not that far behind, honestly. In a 1st to 10, being 3 games down is sizable, but not inescapable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, these 4-4-As. One could argue it's an online low, but it is safe.
The Wushang Talisman B, the Lightning Bolt, gives such a high damage version of it.
Ooh, goes for the 1 AK. That's real now. 1B, wait a while, 1K.
Oh, okay.
And that's punishable. Yep. Nice punish! I thought that was only -12. I guess it's 16?
I believe it is 16.
Oh, well, I guess it would have to be, right, for the 6BB to work there?
Yeah. I mean, it could be more, right? But
I'd be very surprised if it was more, but yeah.
It's kind of interesting why they decided. I mean, that kind of a good sign that they took a move where the non-Soul Charge version is unsafe, and then allowed the Soul Charge version to stay unsafe as well.
I think it's also because, technically speaking, Huang is the only character that I can think of that just straight up has an infinite, and it's with that move.
Is it really?
If you get hit on the ground by the 668 plus B, if you do not get up off of the ground, 668 plus B over and over and over and over and over again always hits. You have to get up off the ground.
Huh.
If you get up off the ground, you're totally fine.
So you could just do Kevin to the side.
I don't think that it's a techable knockdown. I think you just have to get up. But that's fine, right? Because if he does...
It is technical, it is technical.
Off the ground, though?
Oh, off ground? Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yo, jump K. Yeah, Rich is trying to do the step guard slash step duck into like wall rising kind of stuff, and like Lolo is finding this like perfect threading of the needle to try and like get in between stuff, and it's just he's having such a wow. Rich is having such a hard time trying to figure out where he's supposed to go with this.
Yeah, seriously. All right.
Okay, so Wong's back is to the edge. You know what he's looking for. Watch out! Watch out for that auto GI. Ooh. Oh, okay. Right. Resolve. Oh, he tried to go for 6-6A. That's not going to work against this character, though. Now that I think about it, Grove's 6-6A is not that great against Wong, right?
Why do you think?
I just say his Horis are very, very good. And it's not like you're going to be... I just feel like he has a lot of movement in that spacing that is going to keep it from being that effective. Oh, and that's the round. No, it's not. Oh. That should have been a... I'm pretty sure 4-4 People's K would have ended it there.
Yeah, 4-4 People's K probably. Alright, nice. Get some of the, you know, now that you put it like that, I think you're right. I think Wong plays a very horizontal game plan and not really a vertical game plan. So I don't feel like 6-6A would take that much advantage at all.
Yeah, not really.
Horizontals are generally.
Oh, nice 2A. It didn't work out, but I still liked it a lot. Okay. Man, he has so much work to do. Gro can do it, though. Yeah. Went a little bit too committed onto like the really heavy strings, assuming that Lolo was going to respect, but Lolo's probably one of the most disrespectful players I've met in my life.
Yeah, you know what it is? A lot of people, they do stuff like strings or setups, and when they hit you with it, they take it as a sign that you're going to be conditioned to allow it to keep happening to you. Lolo very much gets hit by a string and says, okay, now that you hit me with this, I feel like you're going to do another string because you think I'm going to start respecting you.
Yeah.
You know?
Which makes sense in a game like this, where frame advantage, frankly, doesn't mean as much as it did in previous games.
Yeah, yeah. This game doesn't have a lot of static situations that you're placed in.
Yeah. +2, +4, even +6. It doesn't really matter as much as it used to. Ooh, nice!
Big damage.
So the thing is that, like, it seems like Rich is kind of going back and forth, but he can't do that now. He's too far behind for that to be a thing that he can do very often. 1A at post RI. I wonder why. I mean, it's working like every time, but...
Oh, and he gets him from crouch 3B, I think.
Yeah.
Was that 3B? Oh, that was... Alright. How do you feel about Huang's 4A? Do you like that move? I've heard mixed opinions on it. Some people like it,
I
really
think
like it.
It is okay. It is a joke compared to Assassin 4AA from the previous games, which is one of the reasons why I was so interested in playing this character when he first came out. It is an absolute laughingstock compared to what the move used to be, but considering what I know about Assassin from those games, that's probably better, that it's nowhere near as strong. Because if it was as strong as it used to be, that would probably just frustrate a lot of people.
It'd be very anti-new player.
Yeah, if people think that Amy 4A is annoying, nah, dog.
Oh my god, wait.
Oh, nice punish.
Yeah, see, okay, so this is something that people have been doing out there, and avoiding the 1A. Some people are telling me that the mix-up is still real, right, after Season Night B hits, where you mix up between 1A Tech Trap and...
1AB? Or 1A Side B?
No, it's the mid that lifts you off the ground if you, it's a dead trap. But I can't remember for the life of me the input of the move.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one you mean.
Yeah.
You think I probably should, because I'm pretending to play this character, but I don't know. Man, Lolo is just... He's kind of unstoppable right now. It is 7-3.
Yeah, it is.
This is the first real introduction to... I really feel like this is the first time that we've actually gotten to see a Huang player, like, in his form, in the flesh, so to speak.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of, like, Huang players, like, pick him up for, like, a few matches here and there casual.
Yeah.
This is the first time, I think, where we've seen, like, very set up, kind of like there are stakes on the line with Pride here.
We've seen, like, Boom and Vesper, like, play Huang in, like, a game, in a tournament, but then we'll switch to their main when they're potentially going to lose. But that's about it.
Yeah, although Boom is very much, I think, focusing Huang.
Yes, at the moment that is the case. But I think he feels like it's not a good idea to use them wholeheartedly yet, because there's still plenty of stuff where to unlock with Huang.
Yeah, that's the scariest part about a new character, especially this late into a game's lifespan, is you pick up a new character and then you fight people who have 2 years of experience with their main.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why it's always so tough when you're talking about DLC characters in terms of their results. Like, is this character good? Well, if we look at the tournament results, nobody's playing this character, and it's like, well, that's because they're a DLC character. So obviously you're going to have less people who are going to main a character who hasn't been out for so long.
Yeah, and then the people who do main the character have significantly less time than everyone else on their main.
So it seems like we would agree that somebody who has just hypothetically done really well with a DLC character, maybe like always gets like top 8 at a tournament or something like that, they should be commended for their good work.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, that's very much true.
Yeah.
Like, with an exception, for like the first 2 characters or so that came out.
Like Tira and
Well, Tira's different. Tira was a like on release. Character.
Still, but a DLC character. So it's kind of the same idea. So it's
not really.
I think
the first 2 like scheduled release characters, like post release, right?
Sure, we can get
like, the line and say, if you're winning with these, you're about the same as anyone else.
Well, yeah, I think at that point it's really kind of just gilding the lily here at that.
I don't think it is. I think there's a very like strong argument to be made that essentially the difference of like 2 to 3 months is not that big.
I'm not entirely sure that you should feel like you can get your voice higher than mine for this conversation. So
I don't know. You play for about 3 months.
I really feel bad because this is a really good caliber. It's just that,
Hey man, it's your
go.
stream.
Yeah, it's true. This is again one of the things that I really like about my about commentating on my own streams. I don't have to worry about any of this.
All right, back to the set.
It's good stuff. It looks like they finally decided on a stage, at least for a little while. 7-4 so far, but they're definitely going back and forth. Oh, I hate full crouch 3K.
Dude, I hate that move too. I think that move is awful.
Yeah. Its hitbox is just non-existent.
It's good as a punish, though. I-16 launcher.
Yeah, I mean, we've definitely seen Lolo get success with it. He's definitely been doing, like, the step ducks and just catching highs. Like, situations like that. But here you see that he goes for full crouch 3B, which is, in my opinion, a much better move. Oh, man.
Oh,
it's getting those 2-2A plus Bs, dude. Just in case you guys don't know. That 2-2A plus B is the best duck catcher, in my opinion, maybe in the whole game, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, it's like, it gives like 60-something damage. It gives a mix-up on hit, right? Because you get to do your stance pressure.
I mean, yeah, or you could just go into CE or soul attack.
Yeah.
Plus 16 on hit.
Is that it's like really linear and then recovers for 3 days.
Yeah, so in terms of a whip punish, I really don't like it. Because more often than not, it's one of those moves that just where like the hitboxes just disappear for no reason when an opponent just slightly juts themselves forward. But in situations exactly like how Lolo has been using it in this round, it is the best move in the game. And it's safe on block.
Lolo is finding... I'm noticing a strength.
Oh my god.
Oh my, again!
Okay, so
again.
This is something I didn't know about Huang. Oh my god! Boom, where are you? Dude, Lolo's feeling himself so hard right now.
He is.
You can tell from, like, the guard cancels. Oh boy, but Grow. Oh, the soul charge is gone. He has another one if he wants it.
I really want to see people using, like, Huang's 8A plus B, like, in neutral here and there against characters that have a lot of good highs. Oh, wow. The 1A slide B, actual mix-up.
Yeah, it is. If anybody tells me that they can react to that, I'm immediately going to say, fine, but also, I don't care for you.
Okay, dude. I want to say the saddest part about that change to me is now I never get to hear anyone sarcastically say, "Oh, he killed him with the mix-up."
Yeah,
they killed him with 1A. You know?
Yeah, the mono rolling of the eyes.
Yeah.
Which, if we're completely honest with ourselves, most people weren't blocking 1A anyway.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, myself included.
Man, Huang is really making this character look like he is a like very Okizemi mix-up dominant type character.
That's how
wow,
good Lolo is at being Huang right now, is that Enders called Lolo Huang.
Did I?
Yeah, he did.
Well, I
He said,
did
like,
wake up,
Huang is making this character look like this or that, and it's very similar to, like, what happens when somebody is known for their character. Like when Enders will do... Ooh, okay. Like when I see Cervantes on the screen, and it's Enders J, I immediately think to myself, and I will catch myself in commentary calling him a shithead. It's a lot like that.
I don't know why, but I expected you to say, when I see Enders J playing Cervantes on the screen, sometimes I just mistakenly say that's Servi Shen.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been better. Yeah, you're right. Shin-Chan is really good, though.
Yeah.
Just, like, as a person. Yeah, you don't have to respect those stance things on block. Okay, well, like, maybe you do. I'm pretty sure you don't have to, for the most part.
You don't have to, you just have to know the move to use, because he does pull his hitbox backwards.
Yeah, if he had done a 6BB there, it would have been fine. Nice block. Gets a little bit of a punish.
Lolo is so good at dealing with being negative after hitting you.
Yeah.
In particular, just after he hits you and he's negative, he seems to handle the situation really well.
And honestly, if you can't handle that well, Huang is definitely not your character. Because that's kind of what he is about. He is very much not a character with plus frames in almost any regard. But if you are comfortable with the reverse mix-up, which is actually something that I like about the character, if you are comfortable with the reverse mix-up, this can definitely be your guy. Yeah. You just have to think very quickly.
Now that I think about it, it's all the Yoshi players who are, right? Like, Lolo, Geo, Boom, like, the three of them
yeah,
really
you're right.
seem Huang.
A lot of strings, a lot of stance kind of mix.
Okay.
A lot of buttons in general.
So annoying to punish. The Soul Charge 1 KKKK.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, he's blocking these every time. Oh, you should have committed! Oh, that's so much meter. He just got a full bar from that. Alright, he still has a lot of work to do. There's no way that Lolo could pull this off, right? There's no way. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Nope. Nope, don't believe you.
Don't doubt he's one.
Don't believe you, Lolo. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god, Lolo. Lolo. Oh, Rich.
Oh, wow, okay. Man, you really put some energy out there.
I put all my body weight onto that round. And you know what? I didn't sweat a single bullet. Hell no. Nice step. Gets a fantastic... He has been getting so many back grab this set. Nice punish. Wall doesn't destroy that combo anymore, so that's nice.
Very good.
Yeah, the 6-6-A is just not really going to work out all that well. Oh, no!
Okay, this isn't a lot of damage.
But he does get his talismans. That's kind of a big deal. Dude! He has just enough health. Yeah, it's a force block! It's a force block! Yeah, 2 through 6B.
I did not know that after his CE, that's a force block.
As far as I can tell, that is a force block.
Isn't it an unsafe on block force block?
No.
No.
I do not believe that... Somebody in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the 236B is not a punishable move. It costs 2 talismans, and I think that's the weakness to it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very expensive talisman-wise, but obviously, if you just got your CE when your opponent's in yellow health, you just got all those talismans, so who cares?
A really, really good just round from RichSticks. Everything there was clean. It all started with him ducking while standing KKK, and he just kind of...
And the updated wall combo that actually works, one of the biggest spots, in my opinion, to grow is that he has wall combos that aren't like the most inconsistent thing in the entire world now, because things don't just randomly change the trajectory of the character to the point where you're in stance behind your opponent.
Yeah. I always feel like Avenger A in Soul Charge is probably one of those things that no one ever blocks.
For the most part, I mean, I guess I can't really say. Okay, so JSeb's just confirmed that 256B is -6, so that's like nothing.
Yeah, that's actually...
Like, wow, who cares? -6, that's Amy 3A. Oh man, he's just not finding the button for these stance transitions. Ooh, wake up GI. Rich trying to meet buttons with buttons here. He does do a lot of damage as Grow, so he's gonna get talismans back. He's up to 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Wong is really cool, actually, to me.
Yeah, I agree with Link in how he feels about the talisman thing. In terms of just the overall aesthetic with Wong, I couldn't disagree with Link more.
Oh, like in terms where Link feels like
the character gives him a headache, and he just doesn't like a character who's jumping around all the time. Link is literally, if there was a human version of like the water that seems to collect at the top of a yogurt after you first open it, that's him as a person. And you're just like, oh, that's a little bit of yogurt water. Why is that there? That's Linkless.
Water that collects on the top of yogurt. Dude, okay, come on, man.
No, I mean, have you ever seen, like, a beige car, and then right after it is another beige car, and you think to yourself, huh, why would there be, like, 2 beige cars in a row? That's Linkless.
You guys are good friends.
You guys ever have, like, a tub of hummus? And it's, like, basically all the way down, and so there's only, like, a little bit of hummus left, and you can't get, like, a chip in there, and so you have to, like, pull it out with, like, your thumb? That's Linkless. Just brown goop.
So in that example, then,
yeah.
Which member of the community would be the perfectly shaped chip that can scoop out the corner of the tub of hummus?
Me. I'm perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it's gonna be a scoop, it'd probably be you, because you spend so much time of your all your games scooping.
I don't give up that often.
I don't give up. You should try it. Alright, 6-8. Rich is pulling this lead away from Lolo.
Oh god, yeah, he is.
Overall, he's just playing more
really
buttons, I feel like.
Rich's ability to adapt.
Yeah. I just feel like he is matching the button. Like, he's getting... This is one of the great things about a first to 10, right? If this was a first to 5, it was over in the blink of an eye. But a first to 10 allows Rich to kind of understand where these... Jesus Christ, dude. And that is gonna be it because of Yellow Life? I don't know. Yep, just enough. But there's, like, you know... Lolo's playing so buttonsy and so weird, but a first to 10 provides Rich the amount of time to figure out like where these timings are coming from, so that he can match Lolo's buttons with his own buttons, and Grow on individual hits, I think, hits a lot harder than Huang does.
So good. Oh, actually, tries to get him with the mix-up. Gio has been doing that to me all the time, and I hate it so much.
Now, that being said, are we 100% sure that Grow can't just 6-6A out of that situation and beat both options?
I think it just depends on which knockdown, right?
In that knockdown specifically, I'm pretty sure he could beat both the back turn, like, 2B plus K and the back turn B plus K. I'm not 1,000,000% sure, but, you know.
I feel like that mix-up was developed because at one point the low was unblockable.
Yeah.
You know,
that's exactly correct.
Again, I really don't care about the mix-up.
Yep. Oh, nice duck. Man, his ability to get away from 6AA so early on in Huang's lifespan is pretty important. Oh, the 2-2B string. Oh, now Lolo up 9-6.
Alright, we're at set point for Lolo here.
Will he have enough time to... overall, it's just like those first few games that went by so quickly have just been an insurmountable hill for Rich to climb so far.
A fantastic showing, though, from
oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like a very serious set with his character.
He went from losing almost, like, instantly to going back and forth within the same set.
Yeah, it's one thing I do appreciate, too, is how Rich has become very, very competitive with his growth, too. Right? Because he picked up the character, like, not, like, super recently, but, like, recently enough that it, like, makes a difference.
And especially with the recent buffs that Grow has gotten, I definitely feel... I'm definitely in the camp of Grow is officially a fully formed character.
Yeah.
The fact that they made 1A a real mix-up is kind of insane to me, but then also the fact that Avenger is legit scary now, I think it's a pretty big deal.
Agreed.
Not so much about that 3B. These pack grabs.
Oh, God.
Look at how much damage that does, dude.
So much.
Oh, wow, what was that?
He tacked forward.
Looks like he tried to do something else, too, but yeah, I guess you're right. Ooh, getting that 6A-K string going on now to try and beat out the duck from the 6AA. Nice weight, nice patience.
Very good with punish, good spacing. Yeah, Grow is one of those characters where if we ever get another game in the series, I hope he makes it back in.
Yeah, I just hope it's not one of those situations where he becomes a joke.
What, like some minor or something? Unreleased?
Yeah, something like that. I just hope that, like, he's not one of those characters that's, like, always bad. Like, essentially like how Raph was before 6 came out. Great punish! Yeah, that second hit is a high and it doesn't jail, so you got any strong while rising stuff. Grow is definitely in there for clean 60 or whatever.
Man, the BB.
Rich seems to be slowing it down now, where he's like trying to use the backdash to try and use the things like 3B and BB much more often. He has done Wall Rising A into Avenger A like every single time. And it's worked every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
Lulu's got the bar. Doesn't really have the talismans, though.
He whiff punished. The missed whiff punish.
Oh, I appreciate the gumption. I like that, but didn't pan out.
Yeah, alright, we're looking at potentially the last round of this set. Okay, his soul attack gets stuffed by him soul charging.
Yeah, so he immediately goes into devastation as well. Wow, okay!
That's a lot of damage.
Your life total just evaporated. Okay, here we go. He's got the B-grab lethal hit. You're gonna see Lolo trying to spend more talismans as quickly as he can. Okay, here we go. Gonna stay on the ground, yeah. Nice read. Nice read again. Nice read a third time. Oh, that's it. Fantastic Huang soul charge pressure there. Beat out the roll again into the immediate duck. Because Huang in soul charge basically has, I think there's like 3 different ways to make you really feel like you should duck. 1KK, the unbreakable grab that never actually came into place, but you could definitely feel the threat that was coming from that. And boy howdy.
The unbreakable grab is good because people don't use it, and not because they